Good morning, Mr. Yong, Madam Sharifa, Mr. Yo, teachers and friends. My name is Melanie.
And my name is Tarika.
Today, we will be talking about optimism and positivity.
Optimism is a form of positive thinking that includes the belief that you are responsible for your own happiness and that many more good things will continue to happen to you in the future. You know, Melanie, this reminds me of that story, the Thomas Edison one.
You know that story? I do too. Why don't we share it with our friends here?
Okay, let me start. One day, as a small child, Thomas Edison came home from school and gave his mother a piece of paper. He then said, Mom, my teacher gave me this piece of paper and told me to give it to you. He said that only you are allowed to read it. What does it say?
Her eyes welled up with tears as she read the letter out loud to her child. Your son is a genius. This school is too small for him and doesn't have good enough teachers to train him. Please teach him yourself.
His mother did just that before she fell ill and passed away. Years after his mother's death, Thomas Edison became one of the greatest inventors of the century.
One day, when he was looking through some of her things, he found the folded letter that his old teacher wrote his mother that day. He opened it.
The letter read, Your son is mentally deficient. He can no longer attend our school. He is expelled.
Edison became emotional reading it and then wrote in his diary, Thomas A. Edison was a mentally deficient child whose mother turned him into the genius of the century.
The moral of the story is, a positive word of encouragement can change someone's entire life.
If it weren't for Thomas Edison's mother, his history wouldn't be written down as a genius, but would probably just be known in his town as a mentally unstable boy.
If you think about this more closely, you will realize that this is a different approach to positivity. This is because usually people would think positively to a negative situation, meaning that there's a possibility the positive thing could happen or the negative thing could happen. If you're optimistic, then you think the positive thing would happen. If you're pessimistic, then you think otherwise. But in this scenario, there was no positive side in general. Instead, what the mother did was make up a positive idea to make her son happy.
Whoa, if you think of it like that, I think you're right, Tarika. So, what can we do to be like them?
One way we can practice positivity is when we get our results. Before we get our results, don't always think you failed or done badly. Think you have done well. And even if you have done badly, don't give up and don't cry. Just learn from your mistakes and do better next time.
By thinking of it like that, we are making ourselves better people.
Yes, indeed. Now, we're going to show you some pictures of positivity.
Say, have you heard of the half empty glass, half full glass topic?
No, I haven't. Please tell me more about it.
So, basically, imagine a glass containing water to the halfway point. This technique is often used to point out the difference between optimists and pessimists. The optimist sees the glass as half full, focusing more on what is there and all that could be done with the glass of water, while the pessimist sees the glass as half empty, focusing more on half the water being gone.
Wow, that's interesting. Now, this says, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work. Thomas Alva Edison said this.
An optimist thinks this is the best possible world, and a pessimist fears this is true.
What this means is, an optimist finds that this is the best world to find opportunities, while the pessimist thinks that he is too small or too insignificant for this world. And life is short, so do the things which make you happy, and be with people who make you happy. Look for the good in every day, even if some days you have to look harder.
Keep looking up. There may be a rainbow waiting for you. Keep aiming for your goals, and your efforts will pay off one day.
Mistakes are proof that you're trying. Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
It's okay not to know, but it's not okay to not try. Always try your best in what you do and do not give up immediately.
Believe you can do something and you will achieve it.
Everything will fall into place. Just be patient.
Now we will tell you 10 ways to stay optimistic. Firstly, you have to decide to be happy.
Secondly, expect the best.
Thirdly, you have to trust the universe.
Fourth, look for the silver lining.
Fifth, you have to celebrate life.
Sixth, take a positive view.
Seventh, don't forget to have some fun.
8. Make each day count.
9. Be an encourager.
And 10th, appreciate yourself.
This links us to the 7 habits we are learning. It is part of habit 1, being proactive. You are in charge of yourself.
Next. You must have a can-do attitude and always try your best at everything you do.
You must follow directions and do the right things without being asked, even when no one is looking.
You need to choose your actions, attitudes, and moods, and don't blame others for your wrongdoing.
So hang in there. I think that basically sums up everything for positivity, my friends. Thank you for listening, and remember to stay safe and stay healthy.
Bye!